Hi, student success. Welcome to week 10. We are in double digits. So the end of the semester is, I think, officially in sight now. Hope everything is going well up until this point. So I want to go ahead and jump in. The good thing about week 10 is we're still in chapter 11. So in week 9, you have your chapter 11 lecture video. And so what I'm going to do is just copy that over and just put it into week 10 as well. And if you want to look at it again to refresh your memory or look at it for the first time, or just ignore it because you already watched it last week, whatever works for you, because we are just continuing those same discussions, same concepts into this coming week. So week 10, a quick snapshot, again, is over chapter 11. So you'll have a chapter 11 assignment. So there's no discussion forum this week. Your attendance is based on completing just this one assignment by Sunday. So just keep that in mind. Your assignment is going to allow you to also earn those attendance points. So let's go ahead and take a look. So chapter 11, this is about resumes, because I know chapter 11 talks about like careers, finances, and like how you get into your field. There's multiple steps, but one of which is preparing your resume. And so you do not have to come up with a resume from scratch for this assignment. So that is the good news if you don't already have a resume. And then I'm going to talk to you about if you do have a resume. So I'm going to kind of talk about it in two different ways. So the first is I'm going to approach it as if you do not have a resume at all ready. This is what you're going to do. And you can put this into a Word doc and submit it, or you can just type it in the comment area and submit it as like a submission that way. So you're going to first make a list of 5 experiences, 5 qualifications, and 3 references. So that's 13 things, 5, 5, and 3. That you are going to come up with a list for. So 5 experiences means 5 things that you have done. And this is all what you currently have done. What if you were making your resume today, what could you list on there? Not things that you hope to achieve in the future. And so I know for some students who might be a little younger, you might have to be a little bit more creative with some of the things that you're thinking of. But think of experiences, employment, past. Maybe you have been in clubs or organizations. You've done some volunteering. You've done some internships. You've done some shadowing. Whatever that might look like, 5 things that you feel comfortable putting on a resume. 5 qualifications, characteristics, skills, abilities, know-how, like those things that you can do or demonstrate. So maybe time management, or maybe something very specific to the field that you're going into. Maybe you have some licensures or some certain certifications that you've received. So 5 things that you can display, like here's what I know how to do. And then 3 references, and you don't have to put the names for these references. I mean, I won't know who these people are anyway. Just in general, like maybe you would put a former high school teacher, a former employer, a counselor, something along those lines, someone who you could think could demonstrate. No one's reaching out to these people, but it's trying to start making you think about these things that you could put on a resume as if you were creating it right in this moment. So that's the first part. Part 2 is now this is something that you are thinking that you could be doing to build your resume further. So you haven't necessarily done this yet. So maybe you do plan to get an internship or a part-time job in your field, or you plan to volunteer in your area or join a club or organization that you could do right now or like the next year or whatever it might be, that is going to build your resume for the future. Okay, so you're going to answer those 2 parts in like 3 to 5 sentences, and you can break them down right like that, 1 and 2, or you can put it all in like 1 paragraph. You can put it in bullet points, whatever feels most comfortable for you. So you are not creating a resume from scratch, but thinking about what you would list on it. And I know it says here you must attach a Word document. I'm not going to be picky about that. In fact, I actually change this after I upload this video. You can put it in a submission as well. So I'm flexible with how I grade that. That's the first way you can go about it. The second way is, let's say you already have a resume. So for those of you who have a resume already, maybe you just need to like freshen it up or, update it. Make sure that it includes these things right here. Make sure it has 5 experiences, 5 qualifications, and 3 references. If it doesn't, when you upload your resume in the comment area, just go ahead and add, these are the things I would add to it, or maybe just add it to your resume now. If you don't want to add it to your current resume because you don't think you'll keep it on there, just put it in the comment section. So just make sure you address any gaps in this section on your resume that you might not have on there. And then no matter what, go ahead and answer number 2 in the comment area. you have this resume, what can you do to build on for the future? What things can you do or add or contribute that is going to allow your resume to further strengthen? All right, so again, you can approach it one of two ways. If you don't have a resume, just answer these two questions straight up in a Word doc or in the submission area. If you do have a resume, upload it and then just address question 1 with any gaps or holes that you might have, or update it as you go, and then answer question 2 as well. So if you have any questions on this, please feel free to reach out. Again, I just want to really emphasize that this is stuff that you already have done. So it is not that, oh, I hope one day to do X, Y, Z. No, like, what have you already done? If you had to turn in a resume right now to someone, what would you put on there? All right, again, feel free to reach out if you have any questions on this. Have a great week.